Well, I said I wasn't going to grow garlic this year, and I meant it. Except that I did grow some garlic. But it's not what you think. And I didn't do exactly what you think I would do either. Let's go check it out. I grew garlic this year, even though I said I wasn't going to. And I didn't harvest the scapes. What? Why didn't I do that? Well, let me tell you why. So, I had vowed to not grow garlic this year. Mostly because I needed to give my raised beds a rest, and then my raised beds I decided to replace anyways. So I moved the garlic that I had out into pots. Some of them I let stay, but I didn't harvest the scapes this year. Instead, what I did is I let the scapes continue. What we have here are garlic bulbils, and each bulbil, when planted, will form a garlic plant, but it takes about 3 years for them to form a garlic head. However, we have about 50 to 100 garlic bulbils per plant, right? So by letting things go to seed, as you will, even though it's not truly a seed, it's a bulbil, we can exponentially increase our garlic crop by growing bulbils over the course of about 2 to 3 years. These that I had not harvested the garlic scapes on were all bulbils that I planted. These bulbils went in the ground last year when I let one of the German extra hardy plants continue with the garlic scape and go to flower, so to speak, even though it's not really a flower. And if we come over here, my chestnut red, about 3 years ago, I did the same thing with the chestnut red. These are all, I know it's kind of overgrown here, but these were all bulbils, all right? And I planted them, the bulbils, about maybe 3 years ago. And these are all also going to produce more bulbils. And so what I plan on doing next year, when I have raised beds already made, is to plant all the bulbils. And then we will exponentially increase the amount of garlic that we have over the course of about 3 years. So in the coming days, I'm going to harvest the bulbils, and we're going to wait until October. Then I'm going to plant the bulbils. And hopefully by that point, I will have my raised beds done, so I can plant the bulbils in my raised bed, and then try to create some garlic rounds. So garlic rounds are the next stage in the garlic producing process. Over the course of the next growing season, they'll form into rounds. So the small little essentially one clove of garlic. And then the year after that, theoretically, they should form a full head of garlic, and then I will have exponentially grown the amount of garlic I have without spending any extra money. Yes, time for sure, but money, no. Here's the catch. Growing garlic from bulbils is not quick. Okay? It's going to take about 3 years before we get full-size bulbs, but I'm going to have a significant quantity of garlic. And I'll keep the best ones, I'll replant the best ones, and I will weed out the ones that aren't the best. So this is the beginning of a multi-year garlic experiment. If you want to see whether these bulbils actually become full garlic bulbs, make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and ring that bell, because I'll be documenting every step. Most people see these things as something to cut off and eat, or as a liability that will inhibit garlic growth. But I see potential. I see the future of some strong garlic plants coming my way. We'll find out together whether leaving these bulbils was a smart decision or a terrible one.